Hi again, Margo DeGange here with margodegange.com, and I'm continuing on with my message about giving, how to bring your brilliance and splendor to the world through giving, basing it on the word G-I-V-I-N-G, giving. So we've already talked about the G and the I. Now let's talk about the V in giving. This is your vision. This has to do with you, your desires, what you want to do personally, what projects and goals you want to accomplish. You have desires. You have so many amazing ideas and projects and things just floating around in your head that you really need to organize, you need to edit, and you need to bring them to self and to others. But when they're all spinning around in your head, all these ideas, these goals, these projects, it doesn't do you or anybody any good. You've got to get it written down. And so, you know, we've all listened to goal sessions and things like that, and sometimes it makes us fall asleep. You know, the traditional goal setting sessions sometimes can be sort of boring. Well, I have a really great way for you to vision map all those things in your head, get them down on paper, and start to take action on them. So I'm going to try to explain this so that visually you sort of get it. So the V in giving is vision map each stage of your life. So you start by saying, where am I at right now? I've got thoughts, projects, goals, ideas spinning around in here. Some for today, some for 6 months from now, some for tomorrow in the future, a year, 5 years down the road. I'll say to you right now, just to start with the goals, projects, and ideas that are meaningful to you right now at this stage in your life. So don't worry about you could maybe up to from now till 6 months. So don't worry about a year from now or 2 or 5 years from now. We can do that another time. So let's focus on the things that are in your heart that you want to accomplish in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, so how do we do that? How do we get all this clutter out of our brain? You get a blank piece of paper. On the top of the paper, you draw 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In each circle, put a goal, an idea, or a project that's burning in your heart. And most of these will relate to your business or your life, and they'll somewhat relate to each other. So one might be get your amazing free offer up on your website. One might be to get that membership site going. One might be just to get a website up in general. One might be to write your book, or to write a series of articles, or to create a series of videos. Or maybe one is to volunteer through hospice and give of your time. It doesn't matter what it is. That could be related to your life or your business. One might be to get healthy. Okay, so you have your circles, and each circle there's a project, an idea, or a goal. So really kind of like a goal. Beneath each circle, directly beneath each circle, so you've got a circle, directly beneath that circle, work on one circle at a time. And directly beneath each circle, start to brainstorm. Just write out really quickly all of the tasks and activities that you would likely do to bring that goal, that circle, to pass, to bring it into existence, to complete it. And don't think too hard about the order of which one should be first, which one should be second. Don't think about how you're going to get the resources to do it. Forget all that. Just note the activities that you have to do or the tasks to bring that into being. Do that for each circle. So you're going to have 5 circles, and now you're going to have below each circle, you're going to have a list directly underneath each circle of all the activities related to that circle. Okay, great. Now the next step is to clean it up. So look at your circles again and say, is there a circle that I really don't need to be focusing on right now? Maybe that's for 8 months or 2 years from now. Scratch it. Get rid of it. Then begin to look at the activities that you've listed. Is there an activity that really is sort of redundant? It's similar to another activity? Or maybe there's an activity you forgot to write down, or a task that would help you. Maybe you remembered somebody you could call who will help you get to that goal. So just do a little editing, a little reworking on your list of activities, and get it all straight. Then begin to put them in some kind of a numerical order. So now you've still got your circles, you've still got your lists underneath your circles. Now rewrite the whole thing using only the goals, the circles that you want to have on the plan, and rewriting all the activities and tasks in some kind of a chronological order, the order that you would likely do each task. Then you could put a little checkbox next to each task that you listed, and as you complete each task, check them off. Or if you don't want to make little checkboxes, then just scratch through each time you do one of the activities or the tasks. The nice thing about vision mapping is it gets all the clutter out of your mind. It gets the confusion and the overlapping out of your brain and on paper, so you visually have a map of where you're going in the next 6 months. It also is a great tool for delegating, because now you can see clearly your list and what you should delegate and what you could have somebody else do to free up your time. So it's really wonderful. It's a motivator too, because visually you see where you're going. And if you notice, like say a month down the road, that you need to add another circle, just add it. Do a vision map for each stage of your life. Each stage. So do it 6 months, and 6 months do another one. And you could even do a vision map for each area of your life. I personally do a big vision map that includes my whole life. So it'll include my family, my personal interests, my business, all of the things, my volunteer work, everything that is part of my life. I do one big vision map with lots of circles. You can use squares if you're not a circle person. That's cool. But have one big vision map for all the areas of your life, or if that seems overwhelming, just have one vision map for each particular thing in your life. So maybe health and wellness, you can have a vision map just for that. You can have a vision map just for your business. You can have a vision map just for family. I hope on your vision map you will include your participation in Women of Splendor. Women of Splendor is launching May 25th, my 50th birthday, 2012. And we're actually going to launch from Maui, Hawaii. We're doing an event in Maui, and I'm going to launch through a great big huge teleseminar right from Maui. So you don't even have to come to Maui if you don't want to. But if you do come to Maui for the other event that we're doing, the Maui Best Life Shift, then guess what? You get to come to my 50th birthday party and party down with me and all my friends, and meet some amazing, amazing people who will make a huge difference in your life. So I hope you'll join us for the Maui Best Life Shift. But at the very least, join us for the launch of Women of Splendor with a big telebration, an amazing teleseminar. I want you to be a part. So the V in giving is vision map each stage of your life. Get out there in a big way, and it starts by mapping it out. So I'll see you real soon with a few more videos based on the word giving, how you can get out there with your brilliance and your splendor.